Good morning, students. Today we are going to do an important content of your class. It is lines and angles. Children, as you can see, this is a line. It means arrows in both sides. It shows that it can be extended in either of the side. Now, ray. Ray means which can be extended in only one side, and third one is the line segment. It is closed in either of the side, so it cannot be extended in any side. Now children, just look some angles. These are acute, obtuse, right, reflex and complete angles. According to their values, first acute angle. Acute angle is an angle which is less than 90 degree and more than 0 degree. Less than 90 and more than 0 degree. That is acute angle. The second one is obtuse angle, which is greater than 90 degree and less than 180 degree. It is greater than 90 degree and less than 180 degree. Third one is right angle. As you know, right angle is equals to 90 degree. Next one is reflex angle. That is greater than 180 degree. Greater than 180 degree and less than it is 360 degree. Less than it is 360 degree. And the last one is complete angle, and which is equals to 360 degree. So according to the values of angle, we can say the acute angle, obtuse angle, right angle, reflex angle and complement angle. Now if a pair of angles, the sum is 90 degree or sum is 180 degree, according to that we divide them complementary and supplementary angles. If a pair of angle means if two angles, sum is 90 degree, then you will say it is complementary angle. For example, we can say it is 130 degree angle, another you can take it 60 degree angle, another is 60 degree. Another example you can say 45 and 45. These are also complementary, 45 and 45. As you can see, their sum is 90 degree. So these are complementary angles. Supplementary angles are those angles whose sum is 180 degree. If you want to give an example, you can give it like 30 degree, 150 degree. These are complementary angles. Sorry, supplementary angles. Sum is 180 degree. In similar way, you can say one is 60 degree, one is 120 degree. These are also supplementary angles. Another example you can say it is 90 degree and 90 degree. So here both supplementary angles are equal angles. So student, repeating the sequence, I am saying first line which can be extended either side. Second is ray extended in one side, and line segment which is only fixed length. It may be 3 centimeter, it may be 5 centimeter, like this. Then about angles, you can say acute angle greater than 0 and less than 90 degree, obtuse greater than 90 degree, less than 180 degree. Then right angle is 90 degree angle, reflex is greater than 180, less than 360 degree, complete angle is 360 degree. And the last one is complementary angles whose sum is 90 degree, that are complementary angles, and supplementary angles, that are sum is 180 degree. I think it is clear to all of you this concept. Now in continuation of that, we have read, children, next angle which we are going to discuss, that is linear pair angles. It is also a very important angle in students. Shortly we will say it is LPA, linear pair angles or axioms. We can say this. Now first, before understanding this linear pair angles, you should understand adjacent angles. If two angles are having a common ray, then they are called adjacent angles. And if two adjacent angles having sum is 180 degree, then you will say that it is linear pair angles. For example, if a line BC, a ray is OA, making their two angles on line BC, that is AOB, you can see here, and the second angle is AOC. Now as it is a straight line and these are adjacent angles, the sum of these two angles is becoming 180 degree, so we will say these are linear pair angles. So linear pair angles are those two adjacent angles whose sum is 180 degree. Now very important some angles are there. You can see their names. These are corresponding angles, alternate angles, and vertically opposite angles. Now student, if two lines, you can see here, L and M are intersected by another line N, then these angles are forming. And firstly corresponding, then second alternate, and vertically opposite angles are there. Now children, if these two lines are parallel lines and intersected by a transversal line, then you will say some conditions are there. Firstly, I am saying about corresponding angles. You can see it is corresponding angles are angles which form in same side of the parallel line and also same side of transversal line, as angle 1 and angle 5. These are corresponding because they are of the above of same parallel side and right hand side of the transversal. Similarly, angle 2 and angle 6 are corresponding. Similarly, 3 and 7 are corresponding, and 4 and 8 angles are also corresponding angles. When the lines are parallel, student, the corresponding angles are also equal. So in this figure you can see angle 1 is equals to corresponding angles 5. Similarly, angle 2 is equals to corresponding angle 6. Similarly, angle 3 is equals to corresponding angle 7, and angle 4 is equals to corresponding angle 8. Then alternate angles. Now alternate angles are angles, you can see in simple language, they are in Z form. You can say in Z form. Those are alternate angles. Now if lines are parallel, then alternate angles are also equal. Now look the Z here forming. The line is going to parallel lines and the Z is becoming here, as you can see. So this is the alternate angle forming 3 and 5, because the Z is forming there, as you can see. So the alternate angle 3 is equals to angle 5, and reverse Z is forming there, and two alternate angles are also forming 4 and 6. So angle 4 is also equals to angle 6. They are alternate angles. Now the last one is vertically opposite angles. Here vertically opposite angles are forming when two lines are crossing each other, like this one. Now you can see here this line and another line is crossing. So vertical opposite angles are 1 and 3. You can see angle 1 is equals to angle 3. They are vertical opposite. Similarly, angle 2 is equals to angle 4. They are also vertical opposite. Similarly, angle 5 is equals to angle 7. These are also vertical opposite. And lastly, angle 6 is equals to angle 8. These are also vertical opposite angles. So these are some angles, and remember student, these angles are only equal when lines are parallel. If line L and M are not parallel, corresponding angles are not said to be equal angles. Similarly, alternate angles are also not equal in that case when the lines are not parallel. But vertical opposite angles are always equal, either line are parallel or line are not parallel. So the summary of this one, you can see, firstly I explained you about the linear pair angles, and that is two adjacent angles whose sum is 180 degree. Two adjacent angles are there, AOB and AOC. Then corresponding angles forming in same side of parallel line, like 1 and 5, 2 and 6, 3 and 7, 4 and 8. They are corresponding angles. And if lines are parallel, then corresponding angles are said to be equal. Similarly, alternate angles, when Z is forming, you can see the Z is forming here. So when lines are parallel, the alternate angles are said to be equal, like angle 3 and 5 are alternate, 4 and 6 are alternate. And the last one is vertical opposite angles. These are forming when two lines cross each other, like this one. You can see. So angle 1 and 3 are equal, angle 2 and 4 are equal, angle 5 and 7 are equal, and angle 6 and 8 are equal. So children, these type of angles are there. I think the topic is clear to all of you. So student, now I am going to explain you one question. You can see, if P is parallel to Q, this is the symbol of parallel, then find X, Y, Z, A, B, C, D. You have to find these angles. The two lines P and Q are parallel given. One line R transversal intersect this line, and you have to find the values of X, Y, Z, A, B, C, D. First of all, we will find angle Y. As you can see, Y plus 50 is equals to 180 degree. Children, they are linear pair angles, LPA. You can see Y and 50. This complete angle is becoming 180 because it is a straight line, and they are also linear pair. So we will get Y from this. Taking 50 in this side, transfer of 50. So it is become 180 minus 50. So the angle Y is equals to 130 degree. Now angle X is equals to 50 degree, vertically opposite angle. X equals to 50. and angle A equals to angle Y. This is also vertical opposite. Angle A and angle Y both are equal. They are vertically opposite angle. And Y we have already find 130. So angle A is also equals to 130 degree. They are vertically opposite angles. Now you can find angle C and angle D. You can see angle C is equals to angle X. Angle C and angle X both are corresponding angles. I have already explained angle C and angle X are corresponding angles, and angle X we have find 50. So angle X is also C is also 50 degree. Next one is angle D equals to angle A. Angle D is equals to angle A, and both are of 130. The reason is they are also corresponding angles. In short, we can write corresponding angles, CA, corresponding angles. Now we have to find B and Z. B is equals to D, that is vertical opposite angle. Figure you can see, and D is already find 130. So B is also 130. Then angle Z equals to angle C. Angle Z equals to angle C, and C we have already find 50 degree. So angle Z is also 50 degree, and the reason for both we are having is vertically opposite angles. So by this method we can find angles using the properties of linear pair angles, vertical opposite angle, corresponding angle, and also we can use another method in this one, that for example we can also find Z by alternate angles also. You can see Z is equal to X. This is also alternate angle. So Z and X are equal. X and Z are also equal. Both are 50. You are getting it. So we can find this angle. Is it clear? All of you? I think